Grasslands, written by Kira Freed. Focus question. What are the features of the grasslands biome? A sea of grass. When Meriwether Lewis and William Clark explored the West, they were shocked by what they saw. Both men were from Virginia and were used to seeing forests when they were in nature. When they found themselves on the Great Plains, however, endless grass spread out in every direction. The Great Plains covers about 1/3 of the United States and reaches well into Canada. It is one of the world's largest grasslands, and there are many others. These mostly flat areas with grasses and sparse trees have a character all their own. The Grasslands Biome. Different types of environments cover Earth's surface. These regions and the communities of plants and animals that live there are called biomes. Deserts, rainforests, oceans, and tundra are examples of biomes. So are grasslands. Many factors play a part in creating Earth's biomes. Two important ones are latitude, how far a location is from the equator, and elevation, or height above sea level. Both help determine how warm or cool a place is. Climate, land, and water are also important building blocks of biomes, as are plants and animals. Grasslands are huge open plains where grasses are the main vegetation. Some have scattered trees, while others are treeless. Grasslands lack forests mainly due to fires as well as low and unpredictable rainfall. Grassland fires. Lightning often causes grassland fires. Some grassland plants need fire in order for their seeds to sprout. Above-ground plants that burn contribute nutrients to the soil. Grasses can survive fires because they grow from their roots, which do not get damaged. Trees and shrubs with fire-resistant bark also survive. Grasslands cover about 1/4 of Earth's surface land and close to half of the land not covered by ice. Every continent, besides Antarctica, has grasslands, which are mainly found between deserts and forests. Various types of grasslands exist because of differences in temperature, soil, and rainfall, but there are two main types. Tropical grasslands are located in hot tropical climates between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. The main plants are grasses and other short, non-woody plants. Some shrubs and trees are also present across the landscape. Temperate grasslands are found in cool temperate climates outside the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. By far the most common plants are grasses and other similar plants. Trees and shrubs generally only grow along rivers and other permanent water sources. Grasslands have grass of different heights depending on rainfall. Drier grasslands have shorter grass, while wetter grasslands have taller grass, up to 4 meters, 13 feet tall in some places. Tropical grasslands. Tropical grasslands are located in large areas of Africa, India, Australia, and South America. By far the largest is in Africa, and in fact almost half the continent is grasslands. Tropical grasslands in Africa, as well as some other areas, are called savannas. The climate in tropical grasslands is typically warm or hot year-round. Average rainfall is 51 to 127 centimeters, 20 to 50 inches a year. Summer often has frequent thunderstorms. Plants benefit from the water and grow fast, turning everything green, and rivers and water holes fill up. Animals breed in summer when food and water are plentiful. During the dry season, usually in winter, rivers and water holes often dry up. Vegetation turns brown and many fires occur. Trees in tropical grasslands have important adaptations that allow them to survive the long, dry season. Some store water in their thick trunks. Others have long tap roots that reach down to where water is always present. Thick bark allows some trees to survive fires. Tropical grasslands differ widely in how much rainfall they receive, and rainfall affects how many trees grow. The wettest grasslands are nearly 40% trees, while the driest grasslands have none. Along with rainfall, soil quality plays a role in the kinds of vegetation that grow. The heavy seasonal rainfall tends to wash nutrients from the soil, leaving only a thin layer of humus. This top layer of soil is made up of decomposing organic material, which provides most of the nutrients. With little humus, the soil is generally not very rich in these areas. Many different kinds of animals live in tropical grasslands, and each region is unique. In Australia, bats, rodents, and kangaroos are common, while big cats and hoofed mammals abound in Africa. Capybaras, the world's largest rodent, live in South American grasslands, along with monkeys, marsh deer, and giant anacondas. Indian grasslands are home to leopards, rhinos, and crocodiles. Birds live in all of these grasslands, along with billions of insects. Many animals in tropical grasslands migrate during the dry season to find food. On the African savanna, each species of hoofed animal is adapted to eat slightly different kinds or parts of plants. This allows them to live together without competing for food. Spotlight on the Serengeti. Perhaps the best-known tropical grassland is Africa's Serengeti Plain, located in Tanzania. The Serengeti is home to elephants, giraffes, lions, cheetahs, hyenas, ostriches, and many other animals. Poaching, the illegal hunting of animals, is a major threat to Serengeti wildlife, even though much of the area is a national park. Black rhinoceroses and African wild dogs are endangered, and elephants and cheetahs are also in serious trouble. Temperate grasslands. Temperate grasslands, unlike tropical ones, mostly lack trees. These cooler grasslands go by different names in different parts of the world. They're called prairies and plains in North America and steppes in Europe and Asia. In southern Africa, they're known as velds, and in South America, they're called pampas. The climate in temperate grasslands varies with the location. Closer to the tropics, hot summers and mild winters are typical. Areas farther north or south have warm summers and cold, windy winters, often with snow and ice. Rainfall also varies. Closer to deserts, temperate grasslands may only get about 25 centimeters, 10 inches of rain each year. Areas near forests may get 89 centimeters, 35 inches of rain. Rainfall is most common in spring and early summer. In late summer, the soil dries out and grasses turn yellow. The difference between summer and winter in temperate grasslands is often much more extreme than in tropical grasslands. Summer temperatures can be above 38 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, while winter temperatures can fall as low as minus 40 degrees Celsius, minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Another difference is the reduced amount of rainfall. Lighter rains wash away fewer soil nutrients, so these nutrients build up, creating a thick humus layer. As a result, the soil tends to be very rich. Plants and animals in temperate grasslands must cope with less rainfall and colder winter temperatures than those in tropical grasslands. Many plants only grow during the warmer months. Animals must also contend with limited food in winter and are less diverse as a result. They are also less diverse because few temperate grasslands around the world remain in their wild state. Most have been turned into farmland and ranchland, which has favored the survival of smaller animals. Hunting has taken a significant toll on larger species as well. In North America, rabbits, foxes, coyotes, snakes, and small rodents are common. Owls, hawks, and ground-nesting birds also live in these grasslands. Rodents, hares, wolves, lynxes, and foxes live on the European and Asian steppes. Foxes, skunks, bush dogs, and many bird species live on the South American pampas. Some larger animals in these regions live in protected areas. However, leopards and zebras survive in the wild in some parts of the South African veldt. Other veldt species include hyenas, badgers, weasels, crocodiles, and pythons. Spotlight on the North American tallgrass prairie. Most of North America's tallgrass prairie has been converted to farmland and ranchland. Today, tallgrass prairie is mostly found in eastern Kansas. A small portion of that region is now protected as a United States National Preserve. The tallgrass prairie existed in balance for thousands of years thanks to a perfect combination of rainfall, fire, and grazing. Bison, the largest grazing species, were almost hunted to extinction in the 1800s. Bison were reintroduced to the preserve in 2009. Other animals include coyotes, badgers, lizards, gopher snakes, greater prairie chickens, and monarch butterflies. People and grasslands. Native peoples thrived in grasslands for thousands of years. These included Plains Native Americans, Australian Aboriginals, and the Hadza people in the Serengeti region. The arrival of European settlers had a significant impact on these people's traditional lifestyles. Today, much of the land is used for farming and ranching. Grasslands, particularly temperate grasslands, with their rich soils, are ideal for growing crops and grazing livestock. An estimated 20% of the world's grasslands are used to grow wheat and other cereal crops. Over 40% are used for grazing livestock. People could not live without grasslands because of the quantity of food they provide. These activities also provide livelihoods for large numbers of residents. The humble grass plant. On first look, one might not think that grasslands are very interesting. The flat, grassy land has very little variety compared to some other biomes. However, grasslands are unique and fascinating for other reasons. Take a moment to think about grasses, humble plants that few people would consider extraordinary. They cover vast areas of land, moving gently like a living sea when the wind blows across them. They survive fires, droughts, intense summer heat, and below freezing temperatures. Grasses provide food for an amazing variety of animals, from insects to bison. They also add nutrients to the soil, so much so that this biome has become the world's main source of grain. The wonder of grasslands lies in the fact that such humble plants are so important to life's balance on Earth. Connections. Writing.